Well, this fine June morning, I decided to tell you a story about the day the bear came out of a tree in Plymouth, New Hampshire, right down onto top of a group of Plymouth, New Hampshire firemen and me. And in the background here, I've got a ladder laying there, which kind of reminds me of that day. But really started this out was this morning I came down to have breakfast, and I glanced out on my deck, and there was a bear meandering around my deck, kind of checking out my grill. So I dug out my diary and thought I'd tell a bear story today. This one goes back to 1978. I was hired on Friday, October 30th of that year as New Hampshire's Fish and Game's first black bear biologist by Henry Laramie, who actually at that point had a decade and a half of experience of catching bears. So that was on Friday. Come Tuesday, my third day on the job, I see in my diary that Henry got a call about a bear up a tree at Plymouth State College in Plymouth, New Hampshire. So we got things ready and we headed up in the early afternoon. We got up there and there was a pretty good sized bear way up an oak tree. And there was a big crowd of students around, I'd say 50 or 100 or more, and the decision was made, well, we should move this bear. So I don't know exactly when, but the Plymouth, New Hampshire Fire Department showed up and brought out a big ladder. I mean, this is not like a 20 or 30 foot ladder. This was a ladder that went up and up and up. I would say 40 or 50 feet against this big oak tree. And up climbs Henry with a tranquilizer gun and fires a tranquilizer in the dart into the bear. Well, the tranquilizer takes 10 or 15 minutes to work, and so Henry came down, and we were noticing the bear getting a little bit groggier, and we had no mechanism to catch the bear, so Henry came up with the idea, well, I'll just take this rope up and I'll lasso that bear and throw it over a branch and throw me the end of the rope to lower the bear down. So up Henry went again, and he got to the bear and he was trying to throw a rope over it. Well, suddenly the bear came gushing out of the tree like a gush of water over Henry. Down the ladder it came and onto the ground where I think I remember pouncing on the bear, although I later learned that it's not such a good idea. Anyways, those 2 or 3 firemen holding on to the base of that giant ladder never let loose. Those brave souls were probably closer to a live bear than they'd ever been before in their lives. They didn't let go of the ladder and kept Henry safe. Well, the bear was finally out, and we tagged the bear. It happened to be a female. I think conservation officer, the lieutenant in the area, or the district chief was Brian Howe, and Bill Finney was there as well. So we all transported the bear out to Plymouth Mountain, just outside of town. And you know what? The next spring, that bear was seen with 2 cubs. So this was the day the bear came out of the tree and tumbled down onto the Plymouth, New Hampshire firemen and me.